Good morning, students. Welcome to English class. So last day we were discussing the lesson the jungle air crash. So there we discussed that a small girl named Julian, she was in a forest, and how did she reach there? The plane that she was flying crashed and she fell into a forest, and even though she was a small girl, she was not afraid. She had learned a number of lessons from her parents, and accordingly she decided to follow a small stream. And she knew the real dangers of the forest. And keeping all these things in mind, she was moving forward. Okay, so we'll come to the next part. On the third day, I heard vultures. Where there are vultures, there are usually bodies. So she is speaking about her third day in the forest, and she could hear the sound of vultures. And she knew that if there are vultures, there are usually dead bodies, and the vultures are coming there to eat it. I came upon a piece of airplane fuselage and saw twisted cables. That means she could see now the remains of the plane. She saw airplane fuselage and also twisted cables. The place stank of burnt fuel. The smell of fuel, burnt fuel was there, but I could find no survivors. During the afternoon, I heard the noise of aircraft engines. So no doubt these aircraft engines may be searching for the plane that is lost. I knew it was senseless, but I yelled hello, help over and over again. She repeatedly cried, shouted help, but at the same time she says that it was senseless. Can you imagine why was it senseless? Okay, she was in a forest. The trees were growing there abundantly, and even though she could listen to the sound of aircraft, airplanes, she couldn't see the airplane, or the people in the airplane also couldn't see her. She knew it very well, but still she cried aloud for help. They must have been quite near, though I never saw them, and of course they didn't spot me. That means they also didn't see Julian. Then the noise of the planes faded and I was again alone. But I was not disheartened. I could walk. She was not disappointed. She was not sad. I wasn't hungry and I could drink from the clear stream. On my fourth day, I finished the sweets, the only nourishment I had. We know that while she fell from the plane, she got a packet of sweets, and this was the only food item she had with her. I was swollen for the stings of mosquitoes and horseflies. So we know that as it's a forest, there will be a number of insects, mosquitoes, etc., and her body was swollen. Here and there, armies of ants on the march blocked my path, and struggling through the tangled undergrowth to avoid them, I covered only a miserable few hundred meters an hour. So, while she was walking forward, she had to face a number of difficulties, or she couldn't move fast, and the reasons are mentioned. Sometimes it was because of the ants that moved, and sometimes it was because of the entangled growth of plants. So she had to cross all the difficulties. She had to move very slowly. I covered only a miserable few hundred meters an hour. That means she could move very, very slowly. However, my stream did run into a larger river. And see the expression my stream, that means she had developed an attachment with the stream. And why was she following a stream? Because she knew that she had learned from her parents that If you are lost in the forest, you should follow a stream or any water body. As I pressed on downstream along its bank, I saw parrots, monkeys, and hummingbirds, and many varieties of tiny orchids growing on tree trunks. What was the indication? The indication was that if she moves forward further, she would be able to reach any place where people live. Amazingly, I was in Hungary. Why the term amazingly is used here? Surprisingly, why was it a surprise? We know that actually she hadn't any food for a number of days. She hadn't eaten anything for a number of days. She had only some seeds, that was the only food, but still she was not hungry. I resisted delicious looking fruit because here many things that look beautiful and tempting are poisonous. While she moved, she could see fruits, delicious looking fruits, but she was not ready to taste it. Why? She knew that in the forest many things that look beautiful won't be beautiful, or sometimes they will be poisonous. The jungle is full of traps, and it is a battlefield on which rot and growth march hand in hand. So you should be very careful. She mentions that a jungle is full of traps. So if you are not careful, you will be in danger. That's why she didn't eat delicious looking fruits. All the plants compete, steal sunlight from each other, choke each other, and then hungrily consume the cadavers of their victims in order to live. Cadavers means the bodies or the decaying parts of. So, in a sense, we can say the survival of the fittest. In a forest, that really happens. The open wound on my foot was getting worse due to infection by insects. So we know that there was a wound on her foot, and it was becoming worse due to infection by insects. Every time the flies stung, they were laying eggs in my wounds, out of which were hatching maggots. What is maggots? The small worms. മുട്ട വിരിഞ്ഞ ചെറിയ പുഴുക്കൾ എവിടെയാണ് അവളുടെ കാലിലുണ്ടായിരുന്ന മുറിവ്. Helplessly I watched them emerge. Why was she helpless? There was nothing to do now. Even though she knew that there were these maggots, even though these maggots were eating her live, she couldn't remove them, or she hadn't any medicine to kill these maggots. I watched them emerge. Each one was about a centimeter long. They were eating me alive. God help me, I thought. They will amputate if I ever survive. What's the meaning of amputate? Cut one's limbs. കയ്യോ കാലോ മുറിച്ച് മാറ്റപ്പെടുക എന്നുള്ളത്. അപ്പോൾ ഈ പുഴുക്കൾ അല്ലേ, മുട്ട വിരിഞ്ഞ് ഈച്ചയൊക്കെ മുട്ടയിട്ട് ആ മുറിവിൽ പുഴുക്കൾ വിരിഞ്ഞ് ആ പുഴുക്കളാണ് ഇവളെ, ആ പുഴുക്കൾ എന്താണ് ഭക്ഷണം? ഇവളുടെ ശരീരഭാഗങ്ങൾ അല്ലേ, ശരീരത്തിൽ നിന്നുള്ള ഫ്ലഷാണ് തിന്നുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെ പോയി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഒരുപക്ഷെ അവളുടെ കൈയും കാലും ഒക്കെ മുറിച്ച് മാറ്റപ്പെടേണ്ടി വരും പുഴുക്കൾ തിന്നിട്ട്. The river that I painstakingly followed was widening. Whenever I could get a good view ahead, I risked swimming. It was a risk. Why was it a risk? Because it is also not safe. She doesn't know the depth of the river. She doesn't know the current of the river. But she was ready to take the risk. The reason was that if she could swim, she could move faster. I was faster because the current carried me along. On land, I picked my way, careful to watch where I put my feet, because the rotting foliage could conceal a snake or a poisonous thorn-backed crab. If you tread on a crab, I told myself, you are done for. You are done for means you are finished. Because if she walks on the floor, under the rotting foliage, ഇലകളൊക്കെ ഇങ്ങനെ ചീഞ്ഞു കിടക്കുന്നു, അതിൻ്റെ അടിയിൽ വിഷജന്തുക്കൾ ചിലപ്പോൾ ഇങ്ങനെ ഈ സ്പൈഡറോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ പോയിസണസ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള സ്നേക്കോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഞണ്ടുകളോ ഒക്കെ ഉണ്ടാവാം. അതിലൊക്കെ ചവിട്ടിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ തീർന്നതിന്. പക്ഷേ നദിയിലാണെങ്കിൽ ഇത്തിരി കൂടി സേഫാണ്. പക്ഷേ വെള്ളം അല്ലെ ഒഴുക്ക് അതൊക്കെ ഉണ്ട് താനും. Working hard become progressively harder. The lack of food and the humid 45 degrees heat had made me weaker. That means she was becoming weak. Two reasons: lack of food, then the temperature, 45 degrees temperature. Late one afternoon, I was looking for a spot to lie down for the night. It was the 10th day, as I later reconstructed it. It was the 10th day. She was very tired. She was planning to find out a safe place to sleep. Suddenly, I saw a boat moved on the river bank. She could see a boat that was moved, and there was a path leading to a small hut. I entered and saw on the floor a small outboard motor carefully wrapped in plastic and a can of petrol. Clearly someone would be coming by, but when? So she could see a small hut, a motor was there, can of petrol was there. It was very clear that people were coming and people will come back, but she was not sure when will they come back. So there was a possibility of somebody coming and rescuing her. So we will see whether somebody will rescue her or what will happen to her, but not today, the next class. Okay, so read the portion that we have completed many times. We will stop for today. Thank you.